Hi, it's Candy Michael. I'm live in Powell, Ohio, wishing you all a very Merry Christmas week and happy holidays to everybody. I'm super excited today. I had promised you guys a few lives showing some Christmas or holiday ideas for many different things. We did some cards, some gift cards. We did all sorts of fun stuff, even some projects using photographs in a few of my past lives. So thanks again for joining me today. I am going to show you some fun packaging ideas with some of our cool Stampin' Up! Packaging basic boxes. Well, that's a mouthful. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy my little festive headband here. I know I used it before, but I bought it just for my live, so I'd have something a little silly to wear to feel like I'm in the holiday spirit. So thanks for being here. I will turn my camera around so I can show you what I have on my table and what I'm excited to do. So thanks for being here. Hang on one second. This is the manual camera flip. So bear with me as I get myself moved around and flip my little camera. There we go. And then carefully put it in the holder. Hello, Diane. And Jean, my camera is like right at my eyes, so I'm trying to focus my eyeballs and look at the small print. I noticed the change. Maybe it's because I'm getting a little older. Could be. All right. So I'm going to be using some of our fun boxes that we have in the annual catalog, and then we also have this particular box, which is called our craft gift boxes. And this box is actually in the mini that should be ending, but these boxes will be carried over. So I'm very excited about that. So I have a project that's already done with this box, and I will show you. It does hold some of our full cards and envelopes. And a big shout out to my sweet friend Mindy Gray, who had made this. I had taken it all apart, so I'm going to put it back. But she had made this for me when when the catalog first came out, and I just love it. So let me put it back together so I can show you what it looked like, and then I'll open it up and show you the cards that she made and shared, because it's gorgeous. So this project that she made, and it's something simple everybody can make using, again, these craft boxes that are so awesome. They're huge and they're pretty wide, that they will hold quite a few cards. I believe there's 3 cards in here and 3 envelopes. So she used the Nature's Harvest bundle. Again, it's on the Nature's Harvest bundle, is also on the carryover list. That is also in our mini on page 56. These craft boxes come 10 for $10. So they end up being $1 each. Of course, plus your shipping and tax. But look at how adorable. So she added this darling tag using some of the dies. And this is a band that went around with the ribbon that goes with that bundle. And these are the cute cards. So this is a great idea. If you don't have these boxes now, it's something that you can even think about getting for later on for birthday gifts. Gosh, these make great birthday gifts, Mother's Day gifts, neighbor gifts, even for a lot of people that might be in some nursing homes and some of the, those type of facilities that they would love to receive cards. So let me show you her beautiful cards. So this is just one of the fun ideas you can do, is give away your cards. We all love to make them, and I know I kind of hoard them, but this is such a great idea for packaging them and to give them away. So it's not too late to order them, even if it's not for the holidays. So I just want to give her a shout out again for Mindy Gray. She did these gorgeous cards, decorated the inside with some of the designer paper. I believe a lot of the papers and stuff are still available, but I have not looked. So you can still make it without the paper by just using some of the dies. But I thought this was really cute too. So just a quick shout out to her. Oh, and she always stamps the envelopes to coordinate. Isn't that adorable? So that was one of my fun ideas, not showing you how to do it, but just using those boxes. The boxes are very, very easy to assemble, and you can make a gorgeous tag on the front as well. Okay, so that's project number 1. And again, it was the Nature's Harvest. This was the bundle sheet. I just want to show you these dies. I know they kind of are all over. I did store them inside just so I could have them. But these dies are just amazing. I love this whole set. And I'm super happy they're bringing it and carrying it over because I have it and I've used it quite a bit. So just a quick shout out. I do have a website, candystampers.com. I have a host code for this month that is also on my website. And you can go there and see some past cards. And when I get some time, I will post some of the other cards as well. I feel like I'm always in catch-up mode, you guys. I apologize because I do love getting this stuff out there. I love doing the lives, but sometimes I find it hard for me to keep going and catch up with everything I need to do. So I apologize up front, but I'm going to do my best to give you measurements when I can on the lives and then also post them later on my site. So the next project I want to do is showing you these. These are the Simply Classic treat boxes. So these are actually super cute. And I have to tell you that when I was thinking about what project I was going to do, I realized that I had these and I had never used them. So you get 10 of these. They are on the page 137 of our annual catalog. That's where all the packaging basics are. So you'll see those boxes and these scallop boxes. But when I opened them, I put it together and I thought, well, this is a very strange box. So let me show you, because I thought that there were white boxes and gold boxes in the packaging. I didn't know because when I opened it, I checked it out. But this is actually the way this goes. Now it's going to open here. This is the bottom of the box. And so what you do is you just simply fold this in. I found it easier to put my hand in here because there is a score line there. And then these just fold over and then bend up on your score line and tuck that in. So this is actually the bottom of your box, like that. And then the top of the box is the gold part. And you're just going to open it up. And it has a cool little ribbon on the top. So these would make, you know, if you want them as an elegant box for a dressy event, you can use it for that. Of course, I'm using it to show you holiday ideas. But again, these boxes are in the annual catalog. So you can order these through May, I believe. And they're really cool. But I'm going to show you some fun little ideas that you can use for the holidays, birthdays, for just a simple gift idea. So here, that's how it all goes together. And that's your lid. And then it simply fits inside it. Isn't that cool? So you could actually put something in it that was a little taller if you really needed to. It wouldn't matter because this would just rest right on there. But I'm doing it so that it'll be flat, just like that. Okay, so this one also comes with 10 of the boxes, and they are $10. That's what I wrote down. I think that is correct. But, oh, I have it right here. In the annual catalog, this is the page that it's on, page 137. And it is right here, number 7 is the box that I'm using. So, yep, it's 10 square boxes for $10. And they're just under 2 inches. It's like 1 13/16 by 1 13/16. So it's just under 2 inches. But super cool. So what I'm going to do is, surprise, surprise, I'm going to use candy in mine. I know that surprises you because the name. So that I do love candy because that's, you know, I shouldn't have this stuff around because I always want to eat it. That's the worst part. So I'll hide this afterwards and then I'll eat it. So I want to make sure I know which side the box opens on, the lid. because I'm going to show you a fun little idea of what you can do with this. So besides just having a cute box, and you could decorate it with a ribbon, hold it together, you could tie a ribbon around it and then even have this hanging if you needed to have like an ornament, make it an ornament, or have something special you want to hang on your tree. You would just want to tie a ribbon around to hold it and not make it too heavy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the opening and put it towards the back. So I'm going to flip it this way so you can see me working on this. Let's see how that looks in the camera. Where is it? There we are. Okay. So I bought, and I know we don't have part of this, but let me explain. So I bought the Love Santa. This was our tag kit. If you go to my Candy Stampers website, there is a shop now link, and in there it says shop 24/7. That'll take you to my Stampin' Up link to buy on the store. And in there, we actually have several different kits. So along the side, you can click on the different, it's a kit option, and you can click on there and see what kits we have for sale. So this was one of the kits that's called Love Santa, and it is adorable. This kit is $19, and it has the Santa, the tree, a tag, and a little truck or car. I guess that's a truck. And it comes with a block. It comes with the stamps and a lot of punch outs for you to stamp on, a little mini ink spot, and some dimensionals and some bling. But here's the thing. So we sold out of these that were in English, which meaning that it's just the stamps that are in English. But we still have these kits available. They're $19, and you would still get everything else in it, but your stamps would be in French. So I know many of you have a lot of different stamps, and if you don't speak French, that you probably have stamps that you can substitute yourself to use on this kit. So I just wanted to shout out that this kit is available in French, and it is $19. The item number, if you want to write it down, the item code number is 158376. That's for the French version because the English version is sold out. 158376 for the French version. But you guys, these are super cute, and I'm going to show you what I did with them. And you don't even really need to put the words on it, but I'm going to show you what I did. So they simply punch out, and I think you get 4 of these. Nope, you get 3 of each, and there's 4 designs. That's what it is, because one of the designs is this cute tag. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. And with that being said, I used the Love Santa set. I bought them early, and so I had a couple of kits. Might even have a couple left over if anybody needs one. You would have to just send me a private message. And I'd be happy to sell it to you. But anyway, so here's what I did, you guys, is I took and glued on with some dimensionals the little tree so it'll stand. I know it's hard to see that in the camera, but you pull the lid off and there's the candy. Bravo! So I did do a little stamping and just pop dotted it with the dimensionals right on there. That does come with some little string and twine, and so I put that on there. How cute is that? If you wanted these, you could set them on your table. Stampin' Up! Did a paper pumpkin kit this last, I don't know if it was last month or the month before, and it was so adorable, but they were much bigger holiday type things. I think there was a snowman, a Christmas tree, a couple of things like that. So that's what gave me the idea, is to just make this a mini version. So here's the cute little truck. Here is the tree. Again, this will just open up, and hardly any work to this at all. I did add some bling because that also comes in the kit. So let me show you how I'm going to put on the Santa. So I added some bling on Santa. He's just a cute, it's a tag kit is what the whole idea was. So I added some bling, stamped on the circle. They do give you these punch outs already, like these little die cut circles, and you just stamp on them using your little ink spot. You just stamp the words, and I popped it up with a dimensional. And all I'm going to do on here, I have my chocolate already in here. I want to make sure the lid opening is to the back. And I'm simply going to take some dimensionals and, oops, and just put them right on here. Now you want to make sure your project is going to fit and the dimensionals aren't sticking out, but I had kind of pre-measured and eyed it up. Oh, there's my trash can. And so all I have to do is I need to set it down here because I need to know where the Santa can go so that he can stand up and not make my box wobbly. So I made sure that that was standing to the bottom. But how adorable are those? I think they're so cute. So if you don't have this kit or you don't plan to buy these cute tags, like I said, it doesn't matter that if the words are in French. Well, I shouldn't say that. To me, it wouldn't matter because I love these little die cuts. I think they're adorable. But you can add your own stamps on there and or just use the dies. But I want to show you another idea of what I came up with some stamping on it and doing the same thing. So I'm going to set these off to the side and show you my little idea. So I'm going to take and use another box. Again, here's the bottom. This little flap, again, just simply comes down. These fold over. It's a very nice, sturdy box. And that just sits in there. And there's my bottom. And then the gold is the top. So I will open this up. Put this down. I think I did that right. I don't know why the gold is on the other side. Maybe when you open it, then it looks complete. But these golden flaps go down. La, 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 la. Here we go. And then just put that in. Yeah, so now your box looks finished. That's why that gold flap is there. And then it'll go on like this. I'm going to make sure that my opening is to the back, and I'll do that again and check it. So I had measured out some candies. Oh, you do not know how badly I would love to eat these, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to because you guys aren't here for me to share it with you. I don't want to be rude. Okay, so what I did was I thought, okay, well, maybe you don't have these and you just need a simple idea. So what I came up with was let's do some stamping. I used Snow Buddy Better. So my whole idea of looking for the correct stamp or a stamp that would work was I wanted something that was going to be wide enough to kind of hide the box. I didn't want to put something really small here. You could always add like a square, put it on, and then decorate over it. But I thought finding a larger image would be great. And I love snowmen. And this particular one could be given for a birthday, for a winter birthday. And I have two boys, and I have a December and a January birthdays for them. So I could use this for both of them, giving them just the cute little snowman with some little candies, and you could even fold up some money and stick it in there. That's what they would love. So I took and literally, I'm using our thick cardstock because I wanted it to be a little bit thicker to stand up, using it for the tag. And I'm using our Night of Navy ink. I could have used the little spot over there, but it's a bigger image. And this block didn't seem to fit very well, so I just tipped it on here. When you have a larger image, it is much easier to leave your stamp down like that and then ink it up. It seems like it works better. So let me stand up for this. And then I literally just took this, and I want to leave a little bit of space at the bottom. And then I'm going to stamp it. Ida's here. Hello, Ida. Let the party begin. I just stood up and saw your name. So it's pressed really hard in the center because when it's a large stamp like that, sometimes that part doesn't come out. That came out cute. So I have a thing with snowmen. I love our snowmen. And again, I love using them for the, winter birthdays. And again, you can use them for the holidays. You can be creative. So I went ahead and used our blends, and I did some coloring. But because it took me a little bit of time, I'm going to show you what I did with it. So I did some coloring, and after I colored it, I actually just fussy cut it out with my scissors. And when I did that, this is what I came up with. So just some fun, bright colors to play around with. And so again, I just stamped it, and I did stamp it in the navy ink, and my blends went over very nicely and did not run my ink at all. It didn't like pull it from the navy. So I wanted to give you that as an idea. You can add a little more color down here if you wanted, but this was what I wanted to have, just to show you guys something fun and easy. And I won't spend the time coloring it because that took me a while. I'm not the fastest when it comes to that. But I'm so excited because now I have my box. It's filled with my candy, my openings to the back, and this is going to fit right on here. And it's much wider than the box. But how cute is that for a simple neighbor gift or just somebody that you're, hey, I'm thinking about you. So you can look at your stamps, look at the different stamps in the catalog, and find some that are a little bit larger than your box, because I think that'd be really cool. Now, I could hide the back of that. I didn't even think of that. So what I'll probably do is go back and cut another piece out, just kind of go over it so that the back doesn't look like that. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put it together. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals again. And this one, I don't really have to worry too much about whether or not this is going to cover it, because these snowmen have some wide bottoms and they're going to be able to cover the bottom of that box without any problem. They just came off of their Thanksgiving feast, it looks like. Super cute. So really all you want to do is just make sure it's close to the bottom, and then it'll stand up like that. And now you have another fun gift for giving. And the nice thing is it'll pop off without ripping it apart. Make sure you just put your dimensionals on the top part of the box, because now it'll come off and you don't have to worry about anybody ripping them apart. So you can use the little string there. Now, you can add more tags if you want, to, froms, and all of that. I didn't do that. I just kept it simple. But, oh, I hope you guys love it. This one, I was so excited to share with you a couple of these. Okay, I have one more. And then I'll bring all these back to show you again, because they're stinking cute. Okay, so my last one, oh my goodness. This is super cool. So this is our scallop box when it's all put together. And how sweet is this that you could just tie a ribbon around it. You can add some tags to the top. I'll show you how it all goes together. Again, it's a 2-piece box. And when I first got it, I'm like, what the heck? How does this work? But it's so easy. It's so easy. We're just going to fold along our score lines. Everything has a nice score line. These boxes are nice and sturdy. Stampin' Up! Did a really nice job with these. And these boxes you can use, you know, year round. These are called our Scallop Craft Treat Box. There's 8 boxes for $10. Again, they're on page 137 of the annual catalog. And I'm struggling here. There we go. And you do want to make sure you get those tucks in there. I should have gone over it a little bit better, but that looks good. And so here is the bottom, and here's the cute top for it. So it has that beautiful little scallop edge, and you just want to fold that along your score lines. This will fold down. As I say, go in there. And then this one will go down. And they have, like I said, these nice score lines. And then this piece just simply folds over. Nice and easy. Make sure you get those score lines nice and bent. Man, this is nice and thick cardstock. There you go. And then look, check this out. This just slips right on the top. And voila, you have a cute little box that you could put something that maybe was even a little bit bigger, because you have a little bit of wiggle room to the top if your project or gift was a little bit taller. So you could put a ton of candy in here. You could put a ton of chocolates, money. wad it up and shove it in there. Again, you can tie a pretty ribbon and put a bow on it, but I have to show you what I came up with because I totally changed this from looking like a sweet box to a really, really fun project. Are you guys ready? Okay, this is going to be like my favorite project of the day. So, to pull out all my little elements, and I have to show you this. So, I'll use the same box. I have two of them open, but I'll use the same box. And I am going to make, so I have in this box, you have these little edges on here. It's from the folds of the box. So I'm going to put those towards the top, okay? So this is a funny story. I was playing with these one day, and I threw them together, and they landed like this, and I threw them off to the side on the table, literally, like that. And then when I went back and laid it laid down like this, and I went, huh, that gives me a really fun idea. So what I did was I came up with using our darling little cello bags, and these are called the 3x9 printed cello bags. These are 25 bags in here for $7, and these have this really cute little, I don't know if you could see it, but this like, they're like little stars, like starbursts, but they're super cute, and they're a good size bag. I have two, four, I think I have 8 pieces of this candy, the smaller ones, and they fit perfectly. You could put a ton more, and then I tied it with our little seam binding, what's it called? Crinkled seam binding ribbon. And you guys, this is what I did with it. So I'm going to tuck this under. I'm going to put my candy under here, just going to lay it in like that. And now I'm going to take a piece of our tearable tape, because I love my tearable tape. But before I do that, I'm going to use the side that has the opening. I'm going to just put it inside. It doesn't really matter. But, so wait for it. You guys have to wait and see what I'm coming up with. Tell me what you think. I'm just going to use a little bit of this tape. Now I know that's hanging over, but it will kind of fix itself. Well, it doesn't really want to stand up for me, but that's all right. So I'm going to take the white piece off, and it works. I moved my trash can, and I thought it was right next to me, and I literally just threw that paper on the floor. Like, oh, whatever. That's all right. I have to clean up after me, so nobody else has to. So I'm just going to take this and kind of tuck it underneath. I'm going to have it so the bow will stick out and kind of stick out like that at the bottom. And I am going to make, this was totally random, but I'm going to make this darling little truck. So I'm going to take that piece, push it down to the bottom, and then press the lid inside. So it's kind of stuck back in there. So I have my candy sitting here. It'll tuck underneath. Like I said, it was kind of random that I did this. You can always, if it doesn't want to stay, because now it's not going to want to stay, I'm going to put a little bit of this on my cello bag. And then if you kind of flatten out the candy, it'll sit a little flatter. But I'm going to just take this and kind of tuck it up underneath here to hold it. Flatten that out a little bit. Okay, so here we have the making of a little truck. Can you guys see it? Can you kind of get the vision here of what I'm doing? So this came out so stinking cute. So I have this little truck, and I have some, where is my stamp? Ah, if it was any closer. What's the saying? If it's any closer, it's going to bite you. So I have my piece of vanilla cardstock, and I just cut like a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch, and I just wanted it to fit right across the roof. And then I stamped it with the Snowflake Wishes stamp, and this is from the snowman season. So no, it's not. I lied. I'm using this stamp too, but this one is from the, oh, it's another one of the snowflake stamps. Darn it, I left the stamp set over there. I'll find it. But I've already stamped it in red, and it says Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. This is going to lay here, but before I do all that, let me put some ribbon on this just to kind of tie and hold this together. So you guys are going to love this project, I guarantee you. Here's my ribbon. I knew I had cut it, and I had it all right in front of me. So I decided to have this kind of hold everything together a little bit easier for me, that I was going to do this. Now, this was just a random candy project. How's that? And I am going to try to even out my ribbon. Whoa, that's totally uneven. Okay. I love it when I struggle on these because it's hilarious. Oh, that's closer. We're going to go with closer. Kind of like horseshoes, as they say. And I am going to just tie this so it'll kind of keep that in there, as well as my tape that I have in there, my terrible tape. So let me get this going and pull it out. I made it really long so I could tie a nice bow. Okay, so that's going to just kind of hold all that together. And then we'll do a cute bow. I did originally, on another piece, I colored it with crumb cake because I thought maybe if I had like a darker ribbon, that would be kind of cute. But it just blended too much, and I wanted it to have some joyful, cheerful brightness to it. So this is what I did. And I'm just going to fuss with my bow for a quick second because it's going to be off to the side. There, I like it. Now I can trim all that up later. So that's going to just kind of hold my piece in here so it doesn't fall out, so that the lid doesn't pop out. Okay, you guys, do you like it so far? Now you could even we could put some glue dots there on the side just to hold that down. You have to wait for it. It's coming. Let's see, there's a couple glue dots there. And then I'm just going to, oopsie, that's what I wanted. I'm going to just take this, put it right down the side. Come on. And then take this and put it down that side. And see if I can get that to come off. Okay. And that'll just kind of hold the sides together so they're not poofing out. Okay, what do you guys think? So far, so cute? I think it's so far, so cute. Okay, so this is going to go, looks a little crooked. It's all right, I got this. So this is going to go on top, but first, oh my gosh, I think we need to add something to it. So tell me what you think. I used the beautiful tree dies, and I die cut out this beautiful tree in early espresso. So here it is. Hard to see, I know, because everything is dark. So I cut the tree out. And then what I did, oh, let me see, where is my white paper? Here's some white paper. Cut this out, my scissors, and wait for it. Took this and just cut it down, kind of in the middle, cut some of the bottom off. And I had so much fun with this little vision of mine. So now I took these pieces and, where is it? Right here. And I cut them in half. Well, guess what? These are going to be antlers. we're going to make a little Rudolph Mobile. You know how you see people's cars driving down the street and they have those darling little antlers on their car? Well, that's what we're going to do. I just thought it was so cute. This is just something I literally stumbled across and thought, well, this looks like a truck. It's a simple box, but it looks like a truck to me. And so I want to add a little bit of the the glue. So I want the front of the tree facing me. I'm going to put it right about in the middle. And then I'm going to anchor it down with a dimensional. And then I'm going to do the same with this. So I bent the bottom part and I actually reinforced it with another piece of the cardstock. And I'll show you how I did that in 1 second. And then I put this down. Tragedy on the truck. Here we go. And then I'm going to just pop another dimensional on that to kind of hold it in place. We're going to pull this off. Come out. There we go. Pull these off. And then I'm going to be able to use a couple more dimensionals. We'll put one on each side. Can you guys see this? Do you have my vision here? Oh my God. This is so stinking cute. So stinking cute. Ugh. These papers are everywhere. Okay, and then I'm going to just put this up here to kind of hide my little thing there. So what do you think so far? So far, so cute. But every one of these cars that I see driving down the street has a cute red nose. So I actually had these in my drawer, my little craft drawer. I took a pom-pom and I added a dimensional to it. So I'm going to peel the backing of that dimensional off. And I am going to add, let me see, I'm going to add a little glue dot behind that ribbon because I don't want this to slip anywhere. Well, I don't want my ribbon sliding, I should say. Come on up. Don't be shy. Then my ribbon will stay in place because this is going to go kind of right over the top of it. Right in the middle. Oh my goodness. And then you can kind of fluff it and fuss with it. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, it just makes me laugh. It's so funny. My simple box is now turning into one of those reindeer cars that you see driving down the street. So I'm going to stick this down underneath here and kind of pop it up a little more. And the bottom part, I cut my another dimensional in half, just to give it a little more stickiness. There we go. Okay, so here's my Rudolph, and like I said, you kind of have to fluff them. Your little pom-pom, your Rudolph nose. So can you envision what I'm doing? Oh my goodness, where is the rest of my little parts here? Ah, right here. So I decided that it needs to have little wheels. And again, with my dimensionals, I'm going to just pop some wheels on here. So I actually cheated and used some old punches. And I'm going to pull them all the way up to the bottom because I really don't want any weight on it. Only because the candy is making it a little bit heavy. But I used some of our old punches. You can use some of our other dies that we have. But I did kind of cheat and use those. And created my little wheels. And then I'm going to put some on this side. But the weight is really not on this. It's up too high. Because I just want it to be like looking like a wheel. Oh my gosh. If you guys just knew how happy this makes me. It makes me just laugh. And then this is going to come over here. And now I have my little Rudolph Mobile. And then these can kind of sit up a little bit. And then I think he needs a driver. So I decided to stamp and punch out the the snowman from Snowman Seasons, because we still have this in the catalog. And this makes another great winter birthdays projects. You guys, this is super fun, but it has a punch that matches or coordinates, and then you can punch out the hat. You can do all that, put arms on it. But I just needed a driver. So I went ahead and stamped in black ink and punched out, oh, I forgot his nose, and punched out the little guy, and he's going to be our driver, which you really won't see until you look way underneath. And I know I put tape back there, so I'm going to see if I can kind of get him to slide in. I'll have to think I need to chop him off, but it's okay. And I'll just put a dimensional behind him, have him be our little driver back there, because he's got to drive the Rudolph Mobile. So I'm just going to pop him up and stick him in there. Look at how cute. And that's my little Rudolph Mobile. You could make this for someone if you don't have these tree dies, find a tree die that will work and you can cut it out. But again, I use the beautiful trees and the Scallop Box. And look, all the chocolate is tucked underneath. What a fun gift that would be for someone. I hope you guys love my little Rudolph Mobile. And those were my projects for today. I love doing these, and it's amazing how much time it takes, but I enjoy it so much. Okay, let me show you how I fix those antlers. So I'll bring in my white paper. I cut this in half, and with the scrap of the bottom here, like this scrap piece, you can always take 2 of these and double it up, which I think I only have 1 there. But you could take this scrap from the bottom and just reinforce that bottom part. And so what I did was, because this part is the one that bends, is I just took and added a little extra glue and then glued this on to reinforce it for my fold when I tucked it underneath that tag under here. So I let that dry, and then I did the same on this side, and that just gave it a little extra oomph, so it doesn't it just bent and it made it stronger. But then all of that is going to get tucked underneath, but that just reinforced this. And then once it was dry, I literally just bent it back. Oops, bent it forward, because I went underneath the tag so you can hide where you glued it. So then you would just bend it forward, but it made that bend just a little bit stronger, because when I was working with it, I kept kind of bending everything. And so that's all. You just take that and tuck them underneath, glue them on, put a dimensional on it. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, I hope you guys love this. And we'll look at some of our packaging a little bit differently. I can cut this down too, but let me bring everything back and put it back on the plate here on my table so you can get another quick view. Here's this so we can see. I have a little delay on the camera, so I know I don't have it all on there yet. There we go. It's catching up. But you have to see the little driver. Wave to the driver. You could even put like a whole family back there. Oh my gosh. I love my job. I love what I do. I love sharing with you guys. All right, let's bring out the other snow family. I'll tip these up so you can see. Again, my website is candystampers.com. I'm wishing you all a very merry holiday season, a merry, merry Christmas. Not going to say Happy New Year yet, because I will be back next week on December the 29th to wish you all a very Happy New Year. And I will be showing you some fun stuff in our new catalog that's coming out, because that will be launching January, like the 4th. I don't have it in front of me. Oh, wait, I do. I have the celebration booklet. it says it starts January 4th. So here's the front of our celebration booklet. Can't show you inside, but I will tell you there is some cool stuff. Starting January 4th through February 28th, any of your orders that are $50 before tax and shipping will, what do I want to say? Then you'll get a free celebration product that you can choose from. So there's all sorts of really cool stuff in there. So stay tuned. I'll be showing you some fun projects out of the new catalog, and I'll be wishing you a very happy new year at that time. But for today, I wish you a super beautiful Merry Christmas with you and your families. Enjoy, everybody. I hope you have a feast to eat. I hope you have your stamps and things to play with, because that's what it's all about, having fun. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you next week for some more 411 Stampin' Fun. Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas, Meli Kalikin Maka, and Feliz Navidad. Adios.